Hello, here's Lacrima. Welcome back to my art channel. I'm very happy that we have a new artist interview today with the sweet and wonderful Mellie. I'm a bit out of interviews, so the schedule might be interrupted more often. So if you're an artist or know a creator who deserves more love and support, you are welcome to reach me out. More information can be found in the links on my pinned comment. You can support this project and my art by subscribing to my channel and spreading the word. But enough of informations, let's start with the interview.
Hello! Thank you so much to Lacrima for letting me do this and for bringing me on. I really appreciate it. I am Mellie, owner of Mellie's Crafts, and I am from the United States.
What's behind your artist name?
My artist name came about because my actual name is Melissa. So I wanted to incorporate that in some way. And I also wanted to make sure that, my name wasn't really lost so much as that it was put together with my label and stuff like that. And that way people can recognize me and know me by Mellie just as much as they can recognize me and know me by Melissa.
How would you describe your art and style?
My art style is a bit of a blend of a lot of things. I, of course, like many kids growing up in the 90s, kind of started drawing anime as the first things. So my style still has blends of anime in it. But I really, tried to do semi-realism as well. I also try to do watercolors and stuff like that. So honestly, it's a blend, to be completely honest. It's a blend of anime, semi-realism, soft brush strokes and all that different kind of stuff. I honestly, had to become more confident in my artist style because at first I thought I would only be an anime artist. Then I came to realize that I enjoyed other types of art as well, and I can blend all that together and create my own uniqueness, still using, references and stuff like that. But at the same time, I know that no matter what, I can still blend my own style. And I kind of like that, where it's not one thing or another.
What do you aim to express with your work?
I really want to express the way I feel in my work a lot of times because I do have depression and anxiety. So most of the time I want to show how these make me feel and how by doing this, it helps me feel better. But not only do I do that in my artwork, but I do write poetry and I also write prose. So, doing that definitely helps a lot. However, a lot of the times too, I also really want to express my characters and I really want to show how, my characters feel and how they can grow. And sometimes I get afraid that I have same face syndrome. So I really try to make sure that, each of my characters are unique in that, they can be expressive and they can show their own emotions and be their own person. Does that make any sense?
How long have you been creating?
I have been creating, I think every artist is going to say this, since I can remember, honestly. Since I was really small, I would write stories for my grandmother to read to her. I would make up stories about my stuffed animals. I would doodle on the sides of my homework and things like that. And, I think you just, you're creative and then you just end up finding these outlets to help you express it. And I have to say, though, for me, it was actually prose and poetry that more was a push for me to become creative, and then finding art and becoming an artist as well through, the big anime boom of the 90s. It really just became another way for me to, get out there.
Who or what are your biggest influences?
My influences come a lot from, obviously, the internet, but, I do have some classic influences. I love Salvador Dali. He's one of my favorite classic painters, as well as, Picasso and Van Gogh or Van Gogh, excuse me, as all of them. But as of right now, obviously over on my Twitter, I am really close friends with Surin, sorry. She is amazing, and she is actually one of my biggest influences right now. And seeing her do what she does and seeing how amazing she is, it's one of those things where she really helps me feel like I can do anything too, and is one of the biggest pushes that I realized I shouldn't worry about what other people are going to think of my work, because there's always going to be that one person who's going to enjoy it. So, Siren, if you are listening, thank you for everything. I really appreciate you.
Do you have any goals or projects you look forward to?
I do, actually. I have one project I am working on right now, which actually will eventually become 3. I am currently working on my novel. It's called The Queen Saga, The Daughters of Aradia. It is over on Tapas. This is where some of these pictures that you have been seeing come from. It comes from Dani, which is my main character. She is driven by these nightmares of palace burning in infernal flames, and she's trying to figure out what secrets her family has and why she keeps dreaming about this amazing land called Ilion, and what is the voice calling into her head, and all these other kind of things that are going on in her life right now. This will eventually turn into another novel, which will be called The Queen Saga, The Sons of Danu, which is about Dani's girlfriend, Maeve, and Maeve having to also realize who she is and her family legacy. However, she goes through a bit of a challenge when it comes to her sexuality and how her family actually will need to come to accept it and stuff like that. The one thing I will say is that magical creatures are basically, in my novel and in my imagination, they are not susceptible to being little pricks. So, if anybody makes you feel like you are inferior or makes you feel bad about yourself, you can overcome it. And that's really what I hope these novels can do for people, is help them feel like they can overcome these kind of challenges that are presented to them, both in the regards of people's sexualities and gender identities, but as well as, overcoming mental health and all this kind of stuff, and feeling that warmth from friends and family, and the friend family that you choose, right? So yeah, those are the big projects I'm working on right now. There's some other stuff, which I do actually have a book of poetry that I have published. It is over on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. I do warn you, it was not edited very well by me, but it is over there. It is called 10 Years of Poetry by Melissa Smith. So yeah, those are all my projects and goals for right now.
What advice would you like to give to other artists?
The biggest advice that I would give to upcoming artists or even upcoming writers is that don't stop. Don't stop. Just keep going. Just take a notebook with you wherever you go. Take pictures with your phone. Voice record. If you don't even have the opportunity to write stuff down, but you have the opportunity to voice record stuff, voice record yourself with ideas. Don't lose those ideas. But at the same time, you will get better. Just keep practicing, keep going. Don't stop. That's the biggest thing. Don't stop. And it all depends also on how you view yourself. And when you keep going and you keep doing the things that you love to do, you will feel so amazing about the things that you create. And just so you know, other people are going to like them too. And that's the one thing, like I said previously, that I have learned and that I tell myself is that as long as one person enjoys my work and, works with me and supports me and stuff, that's all that matters to me. If that be my husband or my friends, it just helps, so don't stop. Keep going. You got this, okay? Thank you again, Lacrima, for doing this. I really, really appreciate it. This was so much fun. And honestly, I am so excited to be able to share this kind of information with people. And, I want to support all my fellow artists and all my fellow friends. So as I mentioned already in this video, I do recommend checking out my friend Siren over on Twitter, and she has a YouTube channel too. And again, I do also appreciate all my other Twitter mutuals, Emily, Octopus, Hermit, all of them. You guys are great, and you've been the biggest support. And also, again, thank you to everybody who came out to listen to me talk. And if you would, please support Lacrima. She amazingly deserves it. She works so hard, and she is a wonderful artist. Thank you guys again so much. Bye!
Gosh, thank you so much for such positive vibes, Mellie. I really admire your hard work and other sweetness towards your friends. If you love this interview as much as I did, make sure to support her. You can find her links in the description. I hope we will enjoy another interview in 2 weeks. If not, there will be a speed art instead. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful week.